The girl came to the school to take part in the math competition, but the teacher told her that a girl with her name had already entered the examination room to take the test. To find out who the real examinee was, the teacher hurried to call the girl in the examination room out for a confrontation. The girl was shocked to find that the girl was the adopted daughter of her parents. She finally understood why the adopted daughter had the same name as her, and all of this was a plan made by her parents. It turned out that the girl was someone who had been reborn. In her previous life, after her parents went to the south to do business, they suddenly went missing. To find them, she chose a university in the south. She spent 10 years traveling through all the cities in the south but never found them. It was not until she was diagnosed with cancer and returned to her hometown heartbroken that she was shocked to discover her parents holding a recognition banquet for their adopted daughter in her hometown. Only then did she realize that her parents had long since set up a new family in a city in the north and had also adopted a new daughter. The physically weak girl ran to recognize them, but was pushed to the ground by them in disgust. Seeing that the adopted daughter had taken away everything that belonged to her, the girl fainted from anger. When she opened her eyes again, she found that she had been reborn on the day she filled out her college application form. This time, she chose a university in the north without hesitation. But her teacher questioned why she had changed her mind. It turned out that the teacher had once been a close friend of her parents. Seeing how angry the teacher was, the girl realized that the teacher had known where her parents were all along. So she deliberately said that she had not heard any news about her parents for so many years, that they might not be in the south at all, and that she wanted to try a different direction. Upon hearing this, the teacher definitely wanted to stop her even more. The girl immediately pretended to cry and begged him to let her go to the north to look for her parents. Seeing this, the other teachers all spoke up for the girl. In the end, the teacher had to agree to her choice. But the girl knew that the teacher must still be hiding a secret. On the day before the math competition, the teacher suddenly called her. He said that her parents were in a city in the south and gave her an address. The girl remembered that in her previous life, she had managed to get into the finals, but this phone call had ruined her future. She decided to uncover the truth of the matter. So she deliberately arrived at the examination room early, but was stopped at the door by the invigilator. The invigilator said that a student with the same name as her had already entered the room. The girl showed her ID card, and the fingerprint scan confirmed her identity, but the invigilator still looked confused. She suddenly remembered that her parents' adopted daughter had the same name as her. Only then did she understand why the teacher had made that phone call to her. It turned out that the teacher had wanted to distract her so that the adopted daughter could take her place. Realizing that their plan had been exposed, the girl's parents tried to slip away, but accidentally stepped on someone else's foot. The girl recognized them at a glance, but in this life, she would never choose to be their daughter again.